Good day, my dear students. For today's video, we're going to proceed with our next topic about oblique triangles. So in this lesson, we're going to tackle the areas of oblique triangles, the Heron's formula, the law of sines, and cosines. But before that, let us have the learning competencies. For this lesson, you, my dear learners, should be able to illustrate the area of oblique triangles. That is the Heron's formula, and the rule of area is equal to 1/2 AB times the sine C. And also, you must be able to solve practical problems involving oblique triangles. But first things first, let us differentiate the right triangle and oblique triangle because we have already tackled what right triangles are. So first, we know that the right triangle has one right angle which measures 90 degrees. As for the oblique triangle, ang mga oblique triangle po, my dear students, wala pong right angles. Ibig sabihin po, wala po kayong makikita doon na parang angle na may L shape. Opo. So that is for the angle type. For the longest side, we know that in right triangle, ang tawag natin doon is hypotenuse. Pero sa oblique triangles, my dear students, wala po tayong special name sa mga sides nila. We just call it by their measurements or by small letters or by the endpoints of each line segment that the triangle has. So for the tools used, in order for us to get the sides of each side of the right triangle, we can use the Pythagorean theorem or kaya naman we can use the trigonometric ratios that we have learned for the first lesson, which are the sine, cosine, and the tangent. However, here in oblique triangles, para makuha natin yung mga missing sides and missing angles, we can actually use the law of sines and the law of cosines. Now, to put things into perspective, this is a right triangle, the green one, and this is an oblique triangle. So first, sabi natin si right triangle, alam natin na may 90 degrees. So in this case, si 90 degrees po natin, makikita natin dito. So kung makikita nyo, ito pong angle na ito, naka-form po siya ng letter L. So which means it has one right angle. So therefore, this is a right triangle. Yung triangle po na may one right angle, we call that right triangle. Pero si oblique triangle, my dear students, wala siyang right angle. Meron lang siyang obtuse angles or kaya acute angles. Alamin na muna po natin kung ano ba si law of sines. So si law of sines, ginagamit po natin siya when your triangle has a pair of opposite angle and side that you know. So for example po, si side B at si angle B is alam nyo yung measurement nila given po sa problem, and halimbawa po given din ngaya si side C. For example, so hahanapin nyo po si angle naman dito, si angle C. Let's use another color. So halimbawa ito yung pinapahanap sa atin. So pwede po natin yung mahanap with the use of law of sines. Ang lagi lang pong tatandaan when we are dealing with law of sines, kailangan po available po or given yung angle and its opposite side. Opo. So if you can identify one complete pair that is an angle with its opposite side, sine law is usually the best choice. Opo, kasi mas madali siyang gamitin. Opo, so that is the law of sines. So for the law of sines, we have here the side over its opposite, which is in this case, the angle, we use the sine A. So for example po, in this triangle, this side, my dear students, this is the side A. Ang ka-opposite niya po is si angle A. So that's why we use A over the sine A is equal to B. Kung si side B naman po, ang ka-opposite niya naman po is si angle B. So we have B over the sine B, and si C po, the side C over its opposite, which is in this case is the angle C. So over siya sine C. O kaya naman po, my dear students, pwede din naman po na magkabaliktaran sila. Basta po, my dear students, kapag yung nasa taas is the angle, sine of the angle over its opposite side, kailangan po all throughout, opo, kailangan po nasa baba din si side. Opo, pero kapag nasa taas si side, dapat po numerator lahat ng sides or kaya kapag nakababa naman po si angle, kailangan po lahat po ng nakasign na angle is nasa baba. Bawal pong magkabaliktaran. Okay po? So that is the law of sines. So paano naman po si law of cosine? Si law of cosines po, use the law of cosines when you do not have an opposite angle side pair. So halimbawa po, if you have all the three sides lang, o kaya naman po given po yung dalawang side and its included angle, pwede po nating gamitin si law of cosines. So first, meron tayo ditong new term which is the included angle. So, paano po natin masasabi na ang angle is an included angle? So, for example po, in this triangle naman, dito naman po tayo sa green na triangle. So, masasabi po natin na halimbawa, so for example po, C is given, B is given. Ngayon po, yung angle na na-form nitong dalawang side na ito, yun po yung tinatawag nating included angle. So again po, yun pong dalawang sides, kapag given po sila, ngayon po yung nabuo nilang angle, yun po yung tinatawag nating included angle. So paano naman po, for example, kung ang given is si side A and si side C. So ano po yung included angle nila dito? Si angle B. Opo, kasi yun po yung angle na nabuo nilang dalawa. Okay, clear po ba? If you still have questions, please don't hesitate to comment down below. So for the law of sines, we have this formula: C squared is equal to A squared plus the B squared minus 2AB cosine C. Wherein, my dear students, the C is the side opposite the angle C. Ibig sabihin po, si side C, opposite niya po dapat si angle C. And also, A and B are the two sides of the triangle. And si C po, this is the included angle. Opo, included angle po nitong dalawang sides. So to apply the two laws, example number 1, find the remaining sides and angle of the triangle below. So dito po sa triangle na ito, let's call this as the triangle A, B, and this is the C. Okay, so in this case, my dear students, available na yung dalawang angles. So ano po yung dapat nating gawin para mahanap natin yung angle na ito? So I want you to recall our lesson during our first video po dito sa playlist na ginagawa natin for the third quarter. So sabi natin, di ba, the summation of the interior angle of a triangle is always 180. So in order for us to get the angle C, ibig sabihin po, kailangan nating i-minus from 180 degrees yung summation po nung dalawa. Kasi yun po yung magiging result natin nung last angle natin. So minus tayo the summation of these two angles, 55 degrees. So plus tayo the 40 degrees. So that will give us 55 plus 40 degrees. So that will give us 95 degrees. And this is equal to 180 minus 95 degrees. So in our calculator, so that is 180 degrees minus the 95 degrees. So that will give us 85 degrees. So ibig sabihin, the angle C is equal to 85 degrees. So we have the angle C. Okay, given na meron na po tayong angle C, so ano na po yung next nating pwedeng gamitin? So we have here 85 degrees. So pwede na natin, my dear students, na hanapin yung mga natitira na lang na sides. So class, dito po ang available lang sa atin is si side CB or si side BC. Ngayon po, my dear students, between the law of sine and the law of cosines, alin po yung pwede nating gamitin? So kung makikita nyo po, ang opposite po ni side 6 centimeters or si side CB is this angle, si angle A. So between the law of sines and the law of cosines, alin po dun sa dalawang laws yung nagsasabi na kapag meron po tayong one complete pair ng opposite and its angle, opposite side of it and its angle, yun daw po yung kailangan nating gamiting law. So isn't it po that that is the law of sines? So ibig sabihin po, pwede nating gamitin yun. So pwede natin ito, this is the angle or the side A kasi po this is the angle A. So ibig sabihin this is the side A, this is the side B, and this is the side C. So dito po sa problem na to, given si side A and si angle A. So meron tayong A over the sine A is equal to, halimbawa, ang gusto nating hanapin muna is si side B. So ibig sabihin po, we have here B over the sine B. So for the side A, we know that that is 6 centimeters over the sine. What is the measurement of angle A? That is 55 degrees. Kaya lalagay natin 55 degrees. Is equal to the side B. Hindi po siya given. So we have B here over the sine of the angle B. What is the angle B? Ito po siya, the 40 degrees. So we have here the 40 degrees. Ngayon class, di ba po ano yung madalas nating gamitin kapag meron tayong two fractions na pinapagitnaan ng equal sign? We will use the butterfly method or the cross multiplication. So we can cross multiply the numerator by the denominator. So ang magiging result niya po is sine 55 degrees multiplied by the B is equal to sine 40 degrees multiplied tayo by the 6. So sabi natin, di ba, interested lang tayo kay side B. Opo, siya po yung nawawala. So we need to divide both sides by sine 55 degrees. Bakit po natin kailangang i-divide both sides by sine 55 degrees? Para po ma-isolate si B. Kasi po, by multiplication, magkatabi sila. Ngayon po, para matanggal natin si sine 55, kasi interested lang po tayo to get the value of B, ang kailangan po natin is to actually multiply itself by its multiplicative inverse. Pero ang multiplicative inverse ni sine 55 degrees is actually 1 over sine 55 degrees. So technically, i-divide lang naman po natin siya kasi kapag ipinag-multiply po natin, magiging siyang sine 55 degrees over sine 55 degrees, which is makakancel lang siya kasi mag-equivalent siya by 1. So that will give us B is equal to, so ito i-calculator na po natin ito. So we have here, so we have the sine 40 degrees multiplied by 6. So that is 3.86. So divide naman natin by the sine 55 degrees. So that will give us 4.71. So since we are dealing with centimeters, kailangan po centimeters din yung answer natin. So we have 4.71 centimeters. This is for our side B. So okay na po si side B, okay na si angle C. So yung hinahanap na lang natin is si side C. Okay, for the side C, given naman na po, di ba, na-solve na po natin si angle na opposite sa kanya. So, ibig sabihin po, still, pwede pa rin po natin gamitin si sine law kasi alam pa rin naman po natin, given pa rin naman po si side and its opposite angle, which is the angle A, which measures 55 degrees. So, ibig sabihin po, pwede pa rin natin gamitin si sine law. So, we have A over the sine A is equal this time with the side C over the sine C. So the side A, we know that that is 6 over the sine of angle A, which is 55 degrees, is equal to the side C, which is unknown, all over the sine of the angle C, which is 85 degrees, yung na-solve natin. We need to use the cross multiplication. So we have here the sine 55 degrees multiplied by the C is equal to the sine 85 degrees multiplied by 6. So interested lang po tayo kay side C. So we need to divide both sides by sine 55 degrees. Para po ma-isolate si C, ang may iwan na lang dyan is si C, which is the side na interested tayong mahanap. So C is equal to sine 85 multiplied by 6. So let's use the calculator. So we have sine 85 equal tayo multiplied by 6. So that is 5.98 approximately. Then i-divide natin kay sine 55 degrees. So that will give us 7.30 approximately. So meaning to say, for this side, we have 7.30 centimeters. So sabi natin, di ba, ang isang triangle, meron po tayong tatlong sides at meron po tayong tatlong angles. So meron na tayong tatlong sides. We have the side A, the side B, and the side C. And also, meron na din tayo, kumpleto na rin po lahat ng angles natin. We have the angle A, the angle B, and the angle C. Okay, how about this problem? Example number 2, find the remaining sides and angles of the triangle below. Okay, so this time, ang given po sa atin is dalawang sides and an angle, my dear students. So this time, ano po yung relationship nila sa isa't isa? Particularly, I want you to identify what kind of angle is 62 degrees. So sabi po natin, di ba, kapag given po yung dalawang sides, so for example, this is given and this is given, ngayon po, kapag meron silang nabuo na isang angle, we call that one as the included angle. So ibig sabihin po sa 62 degrees, this is the included angle po of the side nito po and this side. So let's call this again as the ABC. So this is triangle ABC ulit. Okay, so this is the side A, this is the side B, and this is the side C. Okay, so given lang po sa atin ang iisang angle na 62 degrees which is the included angle of the side B and the side A. Okay, so kapag ganyan po, between the sine law and the cosine, alin dapat yung pipiliin natin? So, di ba po kapag mayroon po tayong included angle, we will use the cosine law. At ang cosine law po, meron siyang formula of c squared is equal to a squared plus the b squared minus 2ab cosine the c. So, si side c natin, siya po yung nawawala. Kaya we have here c squared pa rin naman is equal to what is our A? So, sa side A natin, this is the 13 feet. Kaya 13 squared plus the B natin, that is 11 squared minus 2 multiplied by the A natin, which is also 13, and the B, which is 11, the cosine C natin, which is 62 degrees. Okay, so expand na po natin. So 13 squared, that is equal to 169 plus 11 squared, that is 121 minus 2 times 13 times 11. So we have 2 times 13. So times natin by 11. So that is 286. So meaning to say we have 286 multiplied by the cosine 62 degrees. So si 286 multiply natin by the cosine 62 degrees. So that will give us 134.27 approximately. So that is 134.27. So 169. So 169 plus 121. So that will give us 290. So we have 290. So i-minus po natin si 134.27. So that will give us an approximate answer of 155.70. So this is the C squared. Yung goal natin is mahanap si C lang. Kasi po, yung hinahanap sa atin is si C lang naman po, hindi po C squared. Kaya ano po yung gagawin natin? We need to get the square root of both sides of the equation para matanggal C squared. So that will only give us C is equal to the square root natin, yung answer natin kanina. So that will give us 12.48 approximately. So since we are dealing with feet, dapat po feet din yung gagamitin natin. And this, my dear students, is the measurement of our last side. So dito po, my dear students, ang natitira na lang po nating dapat hanapin is si angle A and si angle B. Now, alam natin na si C is approximately 12.48 feet, di ba po? So, ibig sabihin, given na po siya. So, ibig sabihin po, meron na tayong one given angle. And meron na din po tayong one given na side kasi po na-solve na natin siya. So, pwede natin siyang ipag-pair. Opo. So, dahil po itong si cosine law, masyado siyang complicated. Actually, pwede natin gamitin si cosine law ulit. Pero para po mas mapadali, yung pag-solve natin, we can use the sine law again. Apo, so since given na si C, kasi po, bakit siya given na? Kasi na-solve na natin si C. So, nagkakaroon na tayo ng one side and its opposite angle na available. So, ibig sabihin po, we can use the sine law of A over the sine A is equal to B over the angle B is equal to C over the sine of angle C. So this time, my dear students, pwede yung gamitin natin. Pero yung gagamitin natin is si angle A. So halimbawa, we have the angle A, side A, or the side A over the sine of the angle A is equal to C over the sine of angle C. Alam natin na si A, that is 13 feet. Depende po sa given or dahil po binigay na sa atin ng given. Sine A, siya po yung hinahanap natin, is equal to C, which is in this case, na-solve na natin siya, that is approximately 12.48. So, over the sine C tayo, the sine C, alam natin that the angle C is 62 degrees. So, yung hahanapin po natin is si A. Apo, so still cross-multiply tayo. So, we have sine 62 degrees multiplied by 13 is equal to sine A multiplied by 12.48. Ngayon, my dear students, ang kailangan naman natin na i-isolate is si A. Opo, pero hindi po natin siya ma-isolate dahil po meron meron sa kanyang i-multiply which is 12.48. So, ibig sabihin, bago po natin may isolate si A, kailangan ma-isolate muna natin si buong sine A kay 12.48. So, we need to divide both sides by 12.48. So, nakakancel natin siya. So, we have also here 12.48 kasi dinivide both sides po natin. So, magiging po siyang sine A is equal to this one, sine 62 degrees multiplied by 13 all over 12.48. So, para po magkaroon na tayo ng answer dito, let's use the calculator. So, we have sine 62 degrees. So, that is 0.88 approximately multiplied tayo by 13. So, that is equal to 11.48 divided by the 12.48. So, that is equal to 0.92 approximately. So, equal siya to 0.92 approximately. Pero dito, my dear students, ang goal lang natin is to find for the angle A. Pero dito kasi, sine A siya. So, ano nga po yung ginagawa natin para malipat po sa kabila si sine? So, ano po yung natutuhan dun sa first two lessons? We need to use the inverse or the arc sine, opo, doon sa kabila. So, ibig sabihin po, ito magiging na siyang arc sine which is denoted by sine raised to negative 1. Pero hindi po natin siya tinatawag as sine raised to negative 1. So, that is arc sine of 0.92 approximately is equal to A. So, in our calculator, so arc sine natin, that is shift sine. Shift sine tayo of the answer para buo yung angle na magagamit natin. So, that is equal to 66.89. So, we have A is equal to 66.89 degrees. Pero po, my dear students, since we are dealing with trigonometry this time, kailangan po naka-minutes and seconds siya. So, we will click this key here. So, yung meron degrees, minutes, and seconds. So, approximately, our angle A, the angle A is equal to 66 degrees. That is 53 minutes. and 15.63 seconds. So meaning to say, my dear students, this is our final answer. For the angle A. So in order for us to get the angle B, so that is 180 degrees. So minus tayo by the angle C of 62 degrees plus this one. So 66 degrees. Okay, 53 minutes and 15.63 seconds. So yan. So ito na yung gamitin natin para madali na po. Opo, dire-diretsyong calculator lang tayo. So add natin by 62. So that will give us an approximation of 12 or 128. So that will give us 180 degrees minus 128.89. So isusulat ko muna siya in terms of decimal. Opo, mamaya na tayo magkaroon ng degrees, minutes, and seconds. So we have here 128.89. So 180 minus the answer. So that will give me 51.11. Pero di ba sabi natin dapat po naka-degrees, minutes, and seconds. So let us click this key here. So that will give me for the angle B of 51 degrees, 6 minutes, and 44.37 seconds. And this, my dear students, is our answer. So, as you can see, my dear students, sa isang problem, kahit alin naman po yung gamitin natin, opo, hindi po tayo nililimitahan ni problem na kapag sign law, all throughout sign law dapat yung magiging result natin. Pwede po tayo na kapag alam natin na mas madali gamitin sa sign law, we can strategize, opo, sa math kung alin yung pinakamadali natin gagamitin para mahanap yung mga pinapahanap sa atin. So I want you to pause this video and please try to answer this on your own. So sana po nakuha na yung sagot at nakapag-try na. So again, let's call this triangle as A, this is the B, and this is the C. And ibig sabihin po, this is the side A, this is the side B, and this is the side C. Okay po. So this time, ang given lang po sa atin are all of the sides. So ibig sabihin po, in our two laws, between the two laws na na-meet natin kanina, alin po yung mas appropriate na dapat gamitin kapag three of the sides are available? So still, that is the cosine law. So una nating hanapin, my dear students, is si angle C. Kasi po we have, di ba po, we have the formula of C squared is equal to A squared plus the B squared minus the 2AB cosine C. Opo. So ibig sabihin si C po yung una nating pwedeng mahanap. Pero pwede din naman po yan, my dear students, na pagbalik-balik ta rin natin. Tayo po kasi nasanay tayo na this is the A, this is the B, this is the C. Pwede din naman na gamitin natin na this is the C, this is the A, and this is the C, this is the A, and this is the B. Pwede po yun, opo, my dear students. Basta po, ang wag nating kalilimutan, kailangan, kung si C po ito, my dear students, dapat po, yung angle opposite niya, yun po yung naka-cosine. Again, kung ito po si C, yung angle opposite niya, yun po dapat yung naka-cosine. So this time, my dear students, our side C is 14. So we have 14 squared is equal to RA, that is 11. So squared plus the B is 9 squared minus the 2 multiplied tayo by the A of 11 multiplied by the B of 9. So si cosine C, yung hindi natin alam, si angle C. So 14 squared, that is equal to 119. So we have here 196 is equal to 11 squared, that is 121, plus the 9 squared, that is 81, minus, so 2 tayo, 2 times the 11 times the 9, that is equal to 198 cosine C. So ipag-add na natin. So we have 121 plus 81. Siya po yung pwede natin gamitin. Opo. So that is 202. So 196 is equal to 202 minus 98 cosine C. So kung makikita niyo, my dear students, pwede nating i-manipulate ito kasi naka-negative siya. Pwede natin itong buong ito, lipat natin sa kabila. Opo, kasi ang kailangan natin ma-isolate si C. Tapos si 196, lipat naman natin sa kabila. So, from negative, kapag inilipat ko po sa kabila or sa left side of the equation, that will give us 198 positive cosine C. From negative, magiging positive siya is equal to 202. Nandyan pa lang siya. Then, ito naman po si 196, lipat natin sa kabila kasi po parehas sila na whole numbers lang. Apo, so, para po ma-solve natin yung equation, kailangan po we need to combine like terms. So kapag kinambine natin siya, 196 will give us negative 196. So that will give me 202 minus 196. So that will give me 6. So 198 cosine C is equal to 6. So sabi natin, di ba, we need to isolate the C. So pwede nating i-divide both sides muna by 198. 198. So, cancel na natin siya. Magiging cosine C is equal to 6 over 198. So, that will give me a 0.03. Apo. 0.0303 approximately. Then sabi natin, di ba po, ang need po natin is sisilang. So when we are dealing with trigonometric functions or ratio, ano po dapat yung ginagawa natin para mailipat natin sa kabila ng equation si cosine? We need to use its inverse. Opo. So in this case, that is the arc cosine. So we have C, lipat natin sa kabila, si cosine, magiging arc cosine siya. So we have arc cosine of negative 1, 0.0303, which is ito lang naman. So pwede nating i-direct calculate na lang of shift cosine, that is the arc cosine, of the answer, which is equal to 82.26 approximately. Pero po, since sabi natin this is an angle, kaya kailangan po gawin natin siyang naka-angle minutes and seconds. So for RC, for the angle C, that is 88 degrees, 15 minutes, and 48.59 seconds. This, my dear students, is our final answer for the angle C alone. This time, alam na natin si angle C, pwede na nating hanapin si angle A or kaya si angle B. Pero in this case, ang gusto ko pong unahin is si angle A. Apo, so this time, meron na tayong one pair of opposite, di ba po? Meron na tayong na-solve for angle C. Available na rin po si side C. So that gives us one side opposite and an angle. I can write that as side A over the sine A is equal to the side C over the sine C. Alam ko po na side A, that is 11 over the sine A, which is yung hinahanap po natin. So wala pa po tayong value. We can write the sine A. So we can write the sine A lang. And also we have the C, the value of our side C is 14 over the sine of, ano po yung na-solve natin? That is 88 degrees, 15 minutes, and 48.59 seconds. Okay, so we can cross multiply. So that is 11 multiplied by sine 85 or 88 degrees, 15 minutes, 48.59 seconds is equal to the sine A multiply natin by the 14. So sabi natin, ang goal lang po natin is si A po. Pero bago po natin ma-isolate si A, kailangan po ma-divide both sides muna natin by 14. So we need to divide both sides of the equation by 14. So cancel natin. So that will give me sine A is equal to ito para po mapaikli na natin. Let's have the sign of the answer. So that will give us 0.99 multiplied by 11. So that will give me 10.99 divided by tayo by 14. So that will give me 0.79 approximately. So we have 0.79. So sabi natin, di ba, kailangan po si A lang. So, kailangan po ilipat ko sa kabila si sine. Magagawa ko lang po yan with the use of the arc sine. So, we have arc sine denoted by the sine raised to negative 1. 0.79 is equal to the value of the A. So, ito po, since ito round off version lang po siya, so we have shift sign for the arc sign of the answer that will give me 51.75. And since this is an angle, kailangan po ano siya, naka degrees, minutes, and seconds. So that will give me the value of the angle A, that is 51 degrees, 45 minutes, and 12.17 seconds. This is our final answer for angle A. Isa na lang pong angle yung nawawala, and that is the angle B. So for the angle B, sabi natin kapag meron ng dalawang angles na available, pwede po natin gamitin yung 180 degrees minus po natin yung the summation of both of the angles. So i-add natin si angle A, which is 51 degrees, 45 minutes, and 12.17 seconds. So i-plus natin siya with 88 degrees, 15 minutes, and 48.59 seconds. So that will give me 180 degrees minus. So this is for the angle A. So i-add natin siya with the 88 degrees. So 15 minutes. So ito po, ulit-ulit lang po ng pagpindot. Opo, to denote that that is the minutes and the seconds. So 88 degrees, 15 minutes, and 48.59 seconds. So that will give me an approximation of 140.02 degrees. So using our calculators again, so that is 180 minus the answer. So that will give me 39.98 degrees in seconds. That is 39 degrees. So for the angle B, we know that the answer is 39 degrees, 58 minutes, and 59.24 seconds. And this, my dear students, is our final answer for letter B. For example, a delivery rider in a barangay needs to deliver packages for 3 different sitios. So sitio X, sitio Y, sitio Z. The rider wants to minimize travel distance. The route forms a triangle between the 3 sitios. The rider starts at sitio X, goes to sitio Y, then to sitio Z, and finally returns to sitio X. So the distance from the sitio X to sitio Y is 10 kilometers. And we have the distance from the sitio X to sitio Z is 7 kilometers. And the angle at sitio X between the paths Y and Z is 120 degrees. So first, kailangan po ma-visualize natin kung ano po yung triangle. So para po siyang ganyan. If this is the sitio X, this is the sitio Y, and this is the sitio Z daw po. The angle of sitio X between the paths of Y and Z, so this is the angle, this is 120 daw po. And the distance daw po between the sitio X and the sitio Y is 10 kilometers. And the distance between the sitio X and sitio Z is 7 kilometers. So, yung pinapahanap po sa atin is find the distance between the sitio Y and the sitio Z. So, in this problem, my dear students, ano po yung pwede nating gamitin? Is it the law of cosines or the law of sines? So, dito po, alam natin na may dalawang side available, the side XZ and the XY. Pero po, meron siyang isang included angle na 120 degrees for both of the sides po na na-form nung dalawang sides na yon. So kapag ganun po yung situation, ano po yung gagamitin natin? Law of cosine or law of sines? So by definition, sabi po natin kanina, we can use the law of cosines, which is c squared is equal to a squared plus the b squared minus the 2ab cosine c. Okay, so dito po my dear students, since si cosine po yung naka-opposite kay side C, we can treat this as the side C. Opo. Gamitin natin si side YZ. So, kailangan daw natin siyang squared. So, si distance na po between the Y and the C, kasi siya po yung pinapahanap sa atin, is equal to A natin. Ang A po natin is si side 7 kilometers. So, 7 squared plus the b natin, which is the 10 squared minus the 2 multiplied by the a of 7 multiplied by the 10 cosine c. Okay, so we have the cosine c has the value of 120 degrees. Kaya lagay natin po 120 degrees. So we have 7 squared, that is 49, plus 10 squared, that is 100, minus 2 times 7 times 10, that is 140. 140 cosine 120 degrees. So in our calculator, so that is 140 multiplied tayo with the cosine of 120. So that is equal to negative 70. So negative 70 is equal siya to 49 plus 800, that is 149. Minus the negative 70. So that will give us positive. So 149 positive 70. So that is YZ squared. So ibig sabihin po, 149 minus the answer. So that is 219. So YZ squared is equal to 219. Pero ang kailangan lang po natin is the distance between the sitio y and the sitio z. So kailangan po square root natin both sides of the equation. So makatatanggal po natin sa square dito. Ang matitira na lang po si y at si z. So that will give us the square root of the answer that is equal to, so we are referring 2 kilometers, kaya po yung answer natin is 14.80 kilometers. And this, my dear students, is our final answer for the question letter A. How about for question letter B? So find the angle of sitio Y of the triangle. So ito po yung pinapahanap sa atin. So with this given lang po, between the law of sine and the law of cosines, ano po yung pwede nating magamit? So given po that we know that this is 14.80 kilometers. So kung makikita po natin, meron na tayong isang available na pair, di ba po? So pwede na natin gamitin si law of sines. Tapos, so let this be the A and this is the sine A. So we have A over the sine A is equal to B tayo over the sine B. In this problem, our A po, my dear students, should be 14.80. Siya po yung assume natin na side A. At ano po yung opposite niya? That is sine 120. So we have sine 120 degrees is equal to B. Our B po, my dear students, should be the opposite of our angle of interest, which is, my dear students, our angle of interest is the Y. Kaya po we have B natin is 7 kilometers kasi siya po yung opposite ni Y. So we have 7 kilometers here over the sine Y. Yung Y po yung pinapahanap sa atin. So we need to cross multiply. So we have sine 120 degrees multiplied by 7 is equal to sine Y multiplied tayo by 14.80. So sabi natin we are interested only with the Y. So divide both sides by 1 or 14.80. So makakancel siya. So we have sine of 120 multiplied by 7. So divide natin by 14.8. So that will give me 0.41. So that is equal to 0.41. So, ang kailangan ko lang po is si y. So, kailangan ko pong ilipat sa kabila si sine. So, magiging po siyang arc sine of 0.41, which is equal to y. So, we have shift of sine of the answer, or the arc sine of the answer, that is equal to 24.18. Opo. So, pero when we are dealing with degrees or angles, we need to use the degrees, minutes, and seconds. So for our final answer, that is 24 degrees, 10 minutes, and 48.45 seconds. This, my dear students, is our value for our angle y. Okay, how about this one, my dear students? I want you to pause this video and please try to answer this on your own. Okay, so sana po na-try na. Let us now try to answer. A fish farmer is setting up three fish pens in a triangular formation in a calm bay. So the corners of the triangle are labeled A, B, and C. The distances between the pens are as follows. For the side AB, we have 60 meters. Side AC is equal to 80 meters, and side BC is 70 meters. So yung pinapahanap po sa atin dito is all of the angles and also its area. Illustrate, so sabi po natin from A to B. So for example, this is the A and this is the B. From A to B, we have the 60 meters. And from A to C, abaan natin, this is 80 meters. And we have, this is the letter C, or the corner C. And BC, we have the 70 meters. So yung pinapahanap po sa atin are all of the angles. So given po na meron tayong ganitong problem by our discussion po a while ago, alin po sa dalawa yung gagamitin natin? Is it the law of sines or the law of cosine? So this time, my dear students, we need to use the law of cosine kasi po tatlong sides yung available sa atin. So this is the side A, this is the side B, and this is the side C. Yung unahin po natin is to find for the angle C kasi siya po yung una nating pwedeng mahanap. So, si side C or si angle C, pwede po natin siyang mahanap for letter C as the cosine. Opo. So, C squared is equal to A squared plus the B squared minus the 2AB cosine C. Okay po. So, we have here the C squared, that is the 60 squared is equal to A natin, which is 70 squared plus the B natin of 80 squared minus 2 multiplied by RA, which is 70 multiplied by 80, the cosine of C, which is still unavailable. So 60 squared, that is 3,600, is equal to 4,900 plus 80 squared, that is 66,400 minus 2 times 7 times 80. So we have 2 times 70 times 80. That will give us 11,200. So we have here 11,200, the cosine C. Okay, pwede po natin silang isimplify. We have 4,900 plus the 6,400. So that is 11,300. So we have here 11,300 minus the 11,200 cosine C 3,600. So yung gagawin po natin is lipat natin ito po sa kabila. We need to combine like terms. So since po si cosine C, siya lang po yung naiisang may cosine C, pero hindi po natin siya ihiwalay kay 11,200, lipat po natin siya sa kabila para maging positive siya. So we have 11,200 cosine C. So that is equal to 11,300. From positive, lipat sa kabila, magiging negative 3,600. So we have 11,300 minus the 3,600. That will give me 7,700. So we have 7,700. So 11,200 cosine C. So since kailangan po nating i-isolate C cosine C, divide both sides po agad natin by 11,200. So makakancel to. So we will have cosine C is equal to 7,700 divided by 11,200. So that will give me 0.6875. So 0.6875. Para po, my dear students, matira si C, kailangan ko pong ilipat sa kabila. So we have C is equal to the arc cosine of 0.6875. So kailangan po yung arc cosine ko din siya dito. So we have the arc cosine of the answer. So for the angle C, so we have 46 degrees, 34 minutes, and 2.87 seconds. This, my dear students, is our answer for angle C. And kung alam na po natin yung angle nito, at ito po, meron na tayong pair for C and the side C. So, ibig sabihin po, for letter A, pwede na po nating gamitin si sine law. So, for the letter A, pwede po nating A over the sine A is equal to C over the sine C. Alam po natin that this is the A, so 70 tayo. Over the sine A, hindi pa natin alam si A. So, C po natin is 60 over sine po nung nahanap na natin na angle, which is 46 degrees, 34 minutes, and 2.87 seconds. Okay, cross-multiply po natin. So, we have sine A multiplied by 60 is equal to sine 46 degrees, 34 minutes, 2.87 seconds. Multiply po natin with the 70. Since po, ang goal natin is to find for the A, isolate it, the sine A first, by dividing both sides by 60. So, makakancel siya. So, sine A is equal to, yun siya, sine answer. So, that will give us 0.72 or 73. Multiply natin by 70. And i-divide po natin by 60. So, that will give us 0.85 approximately. Kailangan po nating ilipat si sine sa kabila by using the arc sine. So, for the A, we have the arc sine of 0.85. So, that will give me shift sine, arc sine of the answer. That will give me 57.91. Or since we're dealing with angle, our angle A is equal to 57 degrees, 54 minutes, and 36.18 seconds. This, my dear students, is our answer for angle A. Now, for the angle B, so this is for the B question. Sabi po natin kapag alam na natin yung dalawang angles, pwede naman po na i-add natin silang dalawa, then subtract natin from 180, which is the summation of all the interior angles of a triangle. So we have 46 degrees, 34 minutes, and 2.87 seconds. Plus tayo the 57 degrees, 54 minutes, and 36.18 seconds. So, the summation, ito na po siya. So, ang i-add na lang po natin, ito po, si 46 degrees. So, we have 46 degrees, 34 minutes, and 2.87 seconds. So, that is 104. So, that is 104 approximately. So, 180 degrees minus 104.48 degrees approximately. So, mamaya na po natin i-degrees, minutes, and seconds para lang po mapadali yung pagsulat natin. So, we have 180 minus the answer. So, that will give me 75. Or in terms of degrees, minutes, and seconds, we have for the angle B, we have the answer of 75 degrees, 31 minutes, and 20.95 seconds. And this, my dear students, is our answer for letter B. Ngayon po, kung makikita niyo, my dear students, may answer na tayo for A, letter B, and letter C. Meron po tayo ditong question, find the area of the triangular fish pen. So first po, we will use the Heron's formula when all of the sides are known. So, meron po siyang certain step. The first step po, compute the semi-perimeter of the oblique triangle. So, semi-perimeter has the formula of A plus B plus C. So, all of the sides, the summation of it divided by 2. Ngayon po, kapag alam na po natin sa semi-perimeter, let's plug the value of the semi-perimeter to this formula, which is area is equal to the square root of S multiplied by S minus the A multiplied by S minus the B multiplied by S minus the C. But when there are two sides and the unincluded angle is known, we will use area is equal to 1/2 AB sine C. Ngayon po, my dear students, kapag two angles and a side are known, ang area naman po or ang formulang gagamitin natin is A squared sine B times sine C over 2 sine A. So for problem letter D, so find the area of the triangular fish pen. So between the three situations po a while ago, so saan po nagfo-fall itong example na ito? So there are three given sides. So pwede po natin gamitin si Heron's formula. So first is to get the semi-perimeter, that is S is equal to A plus B plus C all over the 2. So RA po in this case 70. So plus po natin kay 80, plus natin kay 60 all over 2. So that will give me, so that is 70 plus the 80 plus the 60. So that will give me 210. So we have here 210 over 2. So that will give me 105. This is the semi-perimeter. So for the area, we have the square root of S multiplied by S minus A multiplied by S minus B multiplied by S minus C. So RS is 105. So we have here 105 multiplied by 105 minus the A of 70 multiplied by 105 minus the B of 80 multiplied by 105 minus the C of 60. So that will give me 105 again multiplied by, so we have 105 minus the 70. That is equal to 35. So 105 minus 80, that is 45. 105 minus 60, that is 25. So ang gagawin po natin is first get the product of these numbers. So we have 105 multiplied by 35 multiplied by 45 multiplied by 25. That will give me 41,034, or that is 4,134,000. So that will give me 4,134,375. And if we get the square root of it, so we have the square root of the answer, that will give me 2,300. So the area, my dear students, of the triangular fish pen is 2,033.32. So we are dealing here with the unit measurement of meters. Meters tayo. Pero dahil po area to, meters squared or squared meters. Opo, so this, my dear students, is our final answer. When we are dealing with area, ang pinapahanap po sa atin dito is kung ano daw po yung area nito pong nasa loob. Apo, 'di ba po, nalasa naman na po natin yung area, surface area, the perimeter. So, alam po natin na kapag sinabi pong area, ito po yung nasa loob. Okay, how about this one? A surveyor is mapping a triangular plot of land. Two sides of a plot measure 60 meters and 85 meters, and the angle between them is 40 degrees. Calculate the area of the triangular plot. Okay, so for this problem, yung given po sa atin is the two sides, 60 meters and 85 meters, and the angle between them. of 40 degrees. So, ibig sabihin po, my dear students, this is an included angle. So, kapag po meron tayong included angle, so ibig sabihin po, if we're going to illustrate that in a triangle, so for example, this is the triangle. So, we have here 60 meters. Ito po, this is 85 meters. So, yung angle between them po is 40 degrees. So, kapag meron po tayong ganyang triangle, ano pong formula yung ginagamit natin? Area is equal to 1/2 AB sine C. Apo. So, yung area natin, my dear students, that will give us 1/2. The first side is 60 and the second side is 85. So, sine tayo of 40 degrees. So, 1/2 of 60, that will give us 30 multiplied by 85 multiplied by sine 40 degrees. So, we have 30 multiplied by 85. So, 2,550 multiplied tayo by sine 40. So, that will give me an answer of 1,639. So, the area is equal to 1,639.11. So, since we are dealing with meters, we have meter squared or square meters. And this, my dear students, is our final answer. So that's it for today, my dear students. If you still have questions, please don't hesitate to comment down below. If you find this video helpful, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye po!